Hi Diamond friends, it's Linda with Diamonds for Linda. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today we have a whip and chat. So welcome to my craft living room and get your diamond painting out or whatever you're going to work on. Or maybe you're not gonna, maybe you're gonna do some chores, but we'll just hang out for a little while. And before we get started though, I did want to just share really quick how my I'm working on the Winter King storybook, the event. And this one is Glacius. And I'm not going to work on this during the whip and chat because I want to work on a smaller canvas. But I just thought that I would share where I'm at. Isn't this coming out so gorgeous? Let me see if I could zoom you out. I have a hard time with that because the way my phone is mounted. But let me just try. Let's see if I could zoom you out just a little bit. Nope, that's zooming in. Let's see. There we go. And let me just move it. But isn't it coming out really gorgeous? So last week I finished up to like right here, and then I started here. So I did finish. I only got this much done, and then I'm starting on this one. So I'm probably like almost halfway through here, and I'm hoping to get this done because I need to take a picture. Today is Friday, so I need to take a picture for the Winter King Storybook Facebook group. And I need to do that soon because I don't want to miss out again. I was trying to have this ready tomorrow, but I haven't really actually been doing as much diamond painting as I would like. So this is what I have. So I just thought I would share that with you. But today I'm actually going to work on, for this whip and chat, I'm going to work on my fee look. I was going to grab my pressed and placed diamond painting, the one that I worked on last time, which is this cute cottage. But I really would like to get this further along on this one. So I haven't done anything in 2 weeks, and I was actually hoping to get this one done this month, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to get any of them done. I just kind of spread myself too thin, thinking I was going to be Miss Diamond Painting, plow through my canvases, but yeah, it didn't happen. So anyway, I think I'm going to work on this one, and we'll probably work right here. So I'll get this all set up, and then we will get started. So I'm just going to pause you for a moment. Thankfully, pausing for you all is just a quick second. But before I get started, I did want to share that I bought a few things from Amazon. So I got these tags, which I didn't realize how big they were. So if you remember back, it's been a while, I shared how I'm storing my whips, and I had those little tags. Well, they kind of have been falling off. So I thought I would get these tags with the kind of like a rubber band on there. Except I haven't even opened this. So let me get some scissors. Okay, so I went ahead and let me see if you're still going. Yeah. So I went ahead and just opened it a little bit. Now it's probably kind of too sharp right there. So they are kind of big, but what I did want was that they are more stretchy. I could always cut them in half. But now I know next time to get the actually measure. So they are stretchy. So I was thinking I could just make a knot at the end, and then I could kind of like rubber band them on the, I could actually get a rubber band probably now and fit it through the hole. But anyway, I'll figure it out. So maybe I'll do this with you all. Another day we'll go and get that organized. And then I also got these magnets. I have a magnet board, but it's, I think I might use these magnet strips because they'll be closer to my desk. And the magnet board, I need to like secure it to the wall, and I just haven't done that. But this is, let's see. So they have like these 3M strips on this side, and then this side's a magnet, and this comes off. I think it's this blue right here. So that'll come off right there. And then it also came with these magnets, but I am going to use them for my cover minders, like this one. Or like all those little cute ducks that I'm getting from Black Dahlia. They're kind of all over the place. So I was thinking I could put my cover minders on here, and then it'll be hanging up like that. And I'm gonna actually put it on a bookshelf, so hopefully it doesn't ruin the bookshelf, but it's an old bookshelf, so it's okay if it does. If it does ruin it. So like I have this one, and then I have like these ones that this. So yeah, so hopefully, and it said it should like hold 10 pounds, and you know, these aren't going to be 10 pounds. So that's what I got. And I'll put these magnets on the refrigerator because I won't be needing these. So let me move this all out of the way. And let's see. Okay, so let's get all zoomed in now. So let me see if I can get that back to, whoops, let's go this way. So isn't this such a cute one? This is the Felix one. It's called Pastel Hair, although I call it Hops. And then this is the cute cover minder that I'm going to be using. And then what I'm going to do, I'll just kind of share this with you, what I do. I do this different ways, but right now we're just going to go ahead and, oh yeah, you know what I was using on this? I think I was using these cute, except I don't know where I put them all. But I think what I'll do is just use one to kind of give me a spot to do. I gotta find where I put those. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna move this up. And then I'm gonna put this like that. And since I'm gonna work on this space, I'm actually just going to move this over to right there. I think I have a little crooked, but that's okay. So normally I would put them all the way across, but I got to find where I put those. And then I'm going to move my tape up, and I just use my tape until it gets kind of messed up. I'm going to do that, and then we'll get, let's see, I misplaced my seam ripper because I'm not putting things away. So we are going to have to use, we'll get this out. And yeah, I can't find my seam ripper. So we'll just use, oh, here it is. Yeah, I gotta start cleaning out my little drawer over here because I'm getting it a little bit on the messy side. So we're just gonna cut like this along here. I think this works better with the thick covers because I used it on my Preston Place and I kind of had a hard time with it. And we're gonna get this cute cover minder that I got from Shimmering Canvas Designs, and we're just gonna put him right there. Pull the plastic back. He's so cute. He matches because he's so colorful. Okay, and then I'm actually going to bring you all forward. So I'm going to pause you for that. So I don't want to get anybody dizzy. Okay, I think I have everything set. I have my table nice and high so I don't have to use my magnifying lamp, which I really love. But it's kind of hard when you're doing a WIP and chat. This way I could use any pen. And I probably should have got my pretty one that I really like. That's one of my favorites right now from Shimmering Canvas. My all-time favorite, and I'll have to share these with you. Someone did request that I share my pens with you. I don't have a super whole lot like some creators, but I do have a nice little pen collection. And I'm just putting my noodle on here on my desk. I have it cut right here, and then because my canvas is hanging over a little bit, that way it doesn't get creased. So yeah, I'll share my pen collection with you. It's just a cute little small pen collection. And I think I'm going to put the desk a little bit higher. It's funny because it's like right up to my chest, but it works. And I need to get my cookbook stand for this because now it's so high. But for now, I'll just lift it up. So I'm using my cute little Black Dahlia tray. I love this tray. It's so cute. So I'm just gonna, I need a little stand so I just have it right here. But I do have like a little section on my my moon rectangle lamp that I could put it on, except I don't, knowing me, I'll probably bump it while I'm doing this WIP and chat. Okay, so let's see, what color should we start with? Let's start with the letter F, which is right here. So, how are you all doing today? Let me know in the comments how you guys are. And I'm just going to double check one more time to make sure everything is working. Yep, got it all situated. Okay, so yeah, how are you all doing? Let me know, and what are you working on? So the only thing with the Black Dahlia, because I'm used to all the sides being the same, is just getting used to, like, right here. It's a little bit, which I probably should have showed you before I put drills in it, but it does, it's not as high, the wall right there. I think I'm going to put my sleeve back so it's sticking to the canvas over here. This is a round, and this one is, let's see, the size is 40 by 40 centimeters, so it's a really nice size. Okay, so let's see. I think I could take my glasses off. And yeah, we can get started. I should have changed out my putty before I just started. I was going to do that today, but I didn't. So I was going to change out my putty, but the single placer is nice. I'm going to try to see if I can wear my glasses, but I think I might just take those off. Unless I was a little bit further away, but I don't want to be any further. So anyway, I am loving my espresso machine, you all. I love, love, love my espresso machine. I've been making multiple espressos. My son came over yesterday. So the espresso machine also has a button for coffee. It just says coffee, and then there's a button for a Americano. So the Americano button does a shot, and then it adds the water. So it's kind of like the same if you were to use, you could do that with the espresso as well. So you could just do the espresso button and then add the hot water yourself, but the Americano button does it all for you. And I think one of the reasons why is because when you make an espresso, you have like those, well, I call them layers, and I guess you have a certain amount of time before your espresso like dies. I had no idea about this. And so you want to add water before it dies, otherwise it gets a bitter burnty taste. So yeah, I learned something new with having my espresso machine. And it also has a coffee button where it adds more, like the espresso shot is just the shot, and then the Americano is a shot with some water, and then the coffee gives you more. And so I don't really know how to explain it. It does, I guess. The only thing I'm confused about, because it is espresso machine, but it has the word, it has where you can make coffee. I'm not using espresso beans right now either, so they're probably not true espresso shots. But I'm just going to move something a little bit. They're probably not true espresso shots, so I'm still just trying to figure all that out. Whoops, sorry guys, I bumped you. So what is it really then? You know what I mean? So when you're making coffee, is it just doing the espresso shot, adding water? I don't know. But anyway, it's good. And I've been having fun with it. The only concerns I have is there's no filter, like paper filter, because I have read before that the oils in the coffee are not good for your cholesterol. So in the past, whenever my coffee filters have come with their own filter, like it's like where you don't need the paper filter, I always use a paper filter. I take that one out and I put it aside. I save it just in case I need it for if I give my coffee pot away or what. They will have it. But I always end up using the paper filters. But now with my espresso machine, there are no paper filters, so I need to read up more on that. I was reading a little bit, and it was saying that unless you're drinking tons and tons of coffee, which I don't drink tons. Oh no, I got a coffee, guys. I don't think I have to stand to pause you, so just a moment. I don't know why that always happens when I'm going to start filming, so, but sorry about that. So I do have to research that a little bit more, but from the little bit of researching that I did do, it sounds like unless you're drinking, you know, coffee all day or something. Right now I have been drinking more coffee than I normally do because I'm excited about my machine and I have fun. And oh my goodness, it just makes it so easy. You just push a button and you have coffee. So it has kind of made it too easy. I used to be where I drink coffee more than I do now. I used to have my morning coffee. I would probably have 2 cups, but you know, 2 cups is not like a measuring cup. 2 cups is your big mug cups. So I would have like 2 cups in the morning, and then around noontime I would have another cup, or not noontime, I'm sorry, around like 3 o'clock I would have another one, and then sometimes in the evening. And then so lately for me, I've been mostly having just my morning cup of coffee, and then once in a while I'll have some at night I know I shouldn't be drinking it at night, so once I get rid of all the beans I have, I'm gonna buy some decaf coffee, some Swiss water decaf coffee. So yeah, so I have been drinking a little bit more coffee than usual, but that's just because I'm excited about my machine. I probably will go back to just drinking like 3, maybe I'll go back to just drinking 1 in the morning, then sometimes 1 in the evening. I usually drink 1 in the evening because it's more like a dessert for me. Like if my family's having ice cream or something, I'll have coffee, or if they're having cookies or something like that, I'll have a coffee. Because I don't put sugar or anything, I just put cream or oat milk or something like that. So yeah, so I kind of drink it more as a dessert in the evening. And I don't drink it every evening, but sometimes I do feel like it. I probably should go to coffee tea. My sister, Cynthia, the one that passed away, would joke about coffee tea because there's like, I think it's like chicory root or something like that. It's not really coffee, it's more like a tea, but we would say coffee tea. So it was funny. I probably should do that, but I haven't done that yet. So let's go to a new color. Yeah, so this tray is really, really cute. I still need to get the horse one. I know I keep saying that, but hopefully soon. I think instead of buying I haven't bought, have I bought any diamond paintings this month? Let me see. Let me get my next one first before let's see. I think I'm going to do the R. So I want to say thank you to you all. You guys have been so kind with your comments and yeah, just your comments and with my WIP and chats. So I am like more careful. I don't go too crazy. I've learned to not overshake my drills. And then I think did one just fly out? No, I guess not. I thought I heard one, but I don't see it. So, but look how nice they line up. Isn't that so really nice? So thank you all. You guys have given me some nice comments. You guys have been all so kind, and with my WIP and chats, because I don't really have a whole lot to say, and there's not a whole lot going on. So, but I've managed to find things to talk about, y'all, and y'all have been so kind about it. So thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I'm keeping you all company while you get your diamond painting in, or whatever craft, if you're doing something else like knitting or whatnot. And I've been having fun. I've been having fun getting on here and talking to you all. So it's like we're just having a little chat time and we're all diamond painting together in the craft living room. I feel so funny being so close to my canvas and not really seeing anything else. My glasses. I wish I could zoom my glasses in and out. So how's the weather where you all are at? We'll do like Tia does on her Saturday live. What's the weather at in your neck of the woods? They're so funny. I'm so sad that they moved their Saturday live, Tia and Lizzie from Lizzie's Roller Gems and Tia from Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction or something like that. I always forget. I remember when I'm not on camera, but so I guess Tia got a job, and so now they're going to move their live. They do it every other Saturday, but they're going to now do it every other Sunday, and I'm bummed I won't be able to visit their live anymore because it's going to be on Sunday now, and Sunday mornings don't work for me. I'm getting ready for church and things like that. Maybe I could for an hour, but I used to listen to them. My husband was at work. I was kind of by myself, and so I would listen to them. So I probably will just have to catch the replay from now on, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well, they can't please everyone, so they got to do what works for them. But yeah, Tia's so funny. So she's also live on Wednesday nights. I usually don't catch that one either. I usually watch the replay. But she has some funny stories, and some of her stories, she needs to put the stories in the title. So like if you want to go back and listen to a certain story, but she tells stories from her childhood and stuff. Like she has this really funny one when her and her friend, she convinced her friend to go to like a survival camp for the summer. And, she thought it was going to be more like teaching you survival skills and it was going to be fun. But it ended up being more like a real survival camp. So, sometimes they were going all hungry, and the way she tells it, it's so funny. And then she has another story where when she was a toddler, I think she was like 3 or 4, and she accidentally set the drapes on fire, but her brother got blamed for it. She was Miss Cute Little Innocent. So it's funny. She always has some funny stories. So you have to go check her out. She's a lot of fun. So let's see. I'm working on Jay. So last night, oh yeah, speaking about the weather reminded me of Tia. She's so funny. So last night was actually quite stormy, but I missed it all because I was in such a deep sleep that I didn't hear all the thunder, and I'm sure there was lightning going on. But my son was telling me this morning that there was a lot of thunder. He's all, "Did you hear the storm last night?" And I was like, "No. Actually, this morning when I woke up, I heard like if it was like lightly raining." And I was thinking to myself, "Did it rain last night?" Because I had no idea it was gonna rain, but it actually had some stormy stuff going on. And we have a air conditioner room. We don't have central air conditioning and heating in our house. So that air conditioner is kind of loud. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't hear it. If it's because we have it on right now. So it's pretty loud. And I'm kind of bummed because I love hearing the rain. I love hearing a thunderstorm. What about you? Do you guys like a good thunderstorm? I just don't like storms when they end up to be tornadoes or hurricanes. I just like a good old fashioned thunderstorm, and where you could just listen to all that's going on outside. Let's see. I was going to do the star, but I think the star is an AB. Is it? Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. I was listening to a video, this one like psychologist guy, I don't remember his name, but he was sharing a video with oh, it was so sad. Oh, let me get number F. I mean letter F. I missed one. Let me just get it right now. It was so sad. So this happened in Brazil. I guess there's a bridge out there. And if I could find the video, I don't know if you want to listen to it, but because I don't tell the whole story. They tell it much better. And this happened in Brazil. I guess there's a bridge out there that's like out of commission. You're really not supposed to be walking on it. Really, of course, not driving or anything. But these people, they do not bungee jumping, but it's another kind of jumping where you, instead of, bungee jumping, you go down and you kind of pop back up. But this one's where you jump, but you kind of go back and forth. So I'm not into any of that jumping. I don't even want to do a bungee jump. That just freaks me out. But this one girl, I think she was like 18, 19 or something like that, or maybe a little bit younger. It was her turn, and she wanted to go off, like, I guess like there's an airplane, like, with your arms out and your legs back. So they're carrying her and they're going to throw her off, and then it'll do the jump. And then I think it was like $30. And if you want your GoPro, they also have like these GoPros, and that's extra. So she was going to jump with the GoPro, and she wanted to do like airplane, I don't know, airplane way. So, you go off kind of like an airplane. And so these two guys are carrying her out to the ledge so they can throw the poor girl off. And as they're doing that, as they're getting ready to, and then, when you're already in the motion, I guess it's hard to stop and you can't stop. So they're ready to throw her off. And then someone says, the rope. And they already threw her off, you guys. Poor girl. Of course she didn't make it. But isn't that horrible? That there was 3 of them and not one of them noticed that the rope was not attached to her. Oh, it's so sad. Poor thing. And they don't know what happened to the GoPro camera. So they can't, I guess, like, put that in as evidence or something like that. But I think all 3 guys are spending some time in jail, which is, good. But can you imagine that poor girl? Hopefully she didn't realize and didn't know. But I guess when you're kind of getting closer to the ground, do you like realize then? Hopefully she didn't hear. She had her helmet on, for protection of her head. So hopefully she didn't hear that guy say the rope, because that would be horrible, going off and knowing that you don't have a rope. But yeah. So one thing I wanted to talk about, I know we're already halfway into this, but how about, like, why do I have a pretty good diamond collection? I like to call it an art collection or an art stash instead of just like a stash. I know some people call it their hoard, but I don't like that. I don't like the word hoard. Sounds like I'm hoarding. Oh, I actually looked up the word hoard, so I wanted to like do the definition. But I think it said something like, if a hoard is like if you're afraid of, oh, let me see. Let me find, where's my let me go get my iPad. I had looked it up. So let me see. I could look it up real quick from my iPad. Let's see. Definition of hoard. H-O-A-R-D. So it says hoard, noun, a supply or store of something held or hidden for future use, a collection or supply as of memories or information that keeps to oneself for future use, a store, stock, or quantity of anything accumulated or laid up, a hidden supply, a treasure. Let's see. The meaning of hoard is a supply of funds stored up and often hidden away. Well, my diamond paintings aren't hidden away. But anyway, I kind of just don't like that word hoard for my diamond paintings. And so I like to call it a art collection. The excuse me, I had a frog in my throat. I actually got that from Tia. She likes to call hers art collection because she has a lot that she hasn't worked on and she doesn't know if she'll ever work on them, but knowing that they're in her art collection just makes her happy. So same with me, really. Like that one painting that I was telling you about, the Spangler, the Randall Spangler, one that I completed with so many books in so little time or something like that. And I actually would like to buy that one again to have it in my art collection because I really liked that one. It's my favorite. And if anything happened to it, I'd be, I would be sad if it was archived and I couldn't do it again. Couldn't complete that painting again. So I think I am going to add that one again. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't archive anytime soon, but I would like to add that one to my art collection again. And just knowing that it's there makes me happy. So I don't know exactly how many I have because I don't have all my diamond paintings in one area and they're not all in Gems Flow. I started using the Gems Flow app after my diamond paintings were already in my climate controlled storage, and I have not got them all out. And I probably won't get them all out until someday when we move because I just don't have room here. So I don't know how many diamond paintings I have, but my Gems Flow says I have like 280, I think. Let me see. Sorry, I keep stopping diamond painting. But you all can keep on diamond painting. I don't have anything to show right now. Me and my WIP and chat / show and tell. But let me just look on my Gems Flow app. I should have just wrote it down so I didn't have to stop diamond painting. So my Gems Flow shows I have 286, and then I also have like 30 WIPs going. So I'm a serial starter, so I have a lot of WIPs. But anyway, and then I also have Diamond Art Club. I don't have most of my Diamond Art Clubs on my Gems Flow because when I was adding them, I just didn't feel like adding all the Diamond Art Club as well. So I don't know, I probably have maybe 60 or 70. So I guess I have, let's just say I have 70. So yeah, I guess I have close to 400, but I'm not there. I don't think I actually have 400 diamond paintings. But I think part of my, so like with other things, I have this thing where if I really like something, I kind of want to buy two. In case I use one, I'll still have the backup. So I don't know, that's weird, huh? Isn't it? Or sometimes when something's expensive, like one time I had these chocolates, they were from Trim Healthy Mama and they were all natural ingredients and they were kind of expensive. And so I was able to make those last a long time, but I was able to make them last so long that they expired, and I think they were like 2 years so over the expiration date. So I ended up wasting them. But I do that with food too. Like if there's something, a food, and I think I feel like I'm probably not going to be able to afford it later. So even like with the Trim Healthy Mama, they have like a low carb flour, if you will. And it's, it's a mixture of different flours like almond flour, coconut flour, and it makes like cakes and muffins and things like that. You could bread chicken. And so for a while I would like stock up on it, but I wouldn't use it all, and I ended up wasting it. It would go bad because I wasn't using it. I kind of don't cook as much and bake as much right now. But now I think that was kind of like hoarding. So I was hoarding it, and just because, well, maybe later I won't be able to afford it. At least I have it now and I have enough to last me a while, and, things like that. I don't know what that is called. Or sometimes when I have something like it doesn't have to be food, but it's almost like towards the end. I guess usually it is like more like food stuff, but then I don't eat it. I leave it in the pantry because, you know, it's almost gone. So, and so with my diamond paintings, I am kind of like saving them. Well, not saving them, but I don't know what's the right word, because now I'm sounding like a hoarder. Oh, I guess people just put such a negative thing with hoard. Like there were one time in the Diamond Art Club group, someone was talking about, why do people hoard all these diamond paintings and just keep them for, you know, they're never gonna do them and we could be having them. And, you know, I guess because things are out of stock a lot. But I don't like keep my diamond paintings just to keep them from other people. I keep them because I like them and I want to work on them one day. And I'm happy and thankful that it's in my art collection. So just, and you know, and then in the future, like if we move, I'm like thinking I might not be able to buy diamond paintings. So I have my wonderful art collection, and when I buy diamond paintings, I try to have like an array of different, just like different ones, I guess, like different themes. And so I don't know. I like my art collection. I'm okay with how many I have and adding some more, and hopefully I'll get to complete them all. I'm just happy that they're in my collection. Like they're all that beautiful art. My Spanglers and my Chuck Pensons and all the new artists that I've been coming to love. Like, you know, the birds from Richard Lorenz, or is it Lorenzo? I wasn't really into those, but now I have like 2 or 3 of them in my collection because I have learned to really appreciate. And I mean, I didn't think it was like ugly or anything before. It just wasn't my cup of tea. But now I really like it, and so I've added some to my collection. And I'm happy they're there. Hopefully I'll get to them all. But just knowing that I have the opportunity, I have it in my collection. So when I am ready, here, I'll do this and over here. It's hard for me to shake this in front of the camera because my desk is so high. So I would like to know how many I have though, because hopefully someday I'll be able to get them all out and I could share them with you and we could see what I have, how many I actually have. So I know some people have more than me, some have less, and we all have our different collections, and that's all good and dandy. If you have 1,000 diamond paintings, that's awesome. And if you only, I know there are some people who just buy them as they need them, and that's pretty cool too. I kind of would love to be that person. Wouldn't that be kind of neat to work on a diamond painting or two, and then you finish those, and then you go out to the shops and you find your next one. It's a little too late for me with that, but I think that's kind of neat. I don't know, if I started all over again, if I could go back in time, I think I would kind of like to do that. So I think that's pretty cool. You don't have to store so many diamond paintings and find the space, because you know they're not little. Even coloring books are a lot easier. Speaking of coloring books, I opened up one of my boxes from storage. The storage saga continues. And then there were my coloring books in there. Well, not all of them. There's only like, I don't know, 15 of them in there. But they were nice to see. They were ones that I did color in one of them. And the other ones hadn't been colored in. But it was fun looking at them and looking through them. I did get rid of some. Like some of the Zentangle ones. I did get rid of those. And it wasn't too hard. I'm going to try to go through my coloring books as well. I have a lot of coloring books. I have like 400 coloring books, I think. And I just love the art. Oh yeah, and speaking of art, I've also like Hannah Lynn, I found her through coloring because she does coloring books, and I wasn't like too big on Hannah Lynn. But with the diamond painting, and even when I came to diamond painting, I wasn't, too big. Like I had to have a Hannah Lynn, but now I have some in my collection because I've come to like her art more and more. And there are a few more that I would like to get from her website, but I'll just let them sit in her shop for now. Because I don't think, hopefully she's not going anywhere for a while, so I could wait on that. But, so yeah, I found some coloring books and some more photos. The photos are, I love finding all the photos. We have so many pictures. I didn't realize I took so many pictures of the kids when they were little. But it's cool because they really enjoy looking at them. And eventually I will give them all their pictures. But for now, I'm going to keep them. I want to kind of get them organized. I probably won't be doing that anytime soon, but because like my diamond paintings and my coloring books are just kind of like all over the place. So when we moved here, we weren't planning on living here for so long. We were hoping that we were just going to be here for 6 months, maybe 7 months, but we weren't planning on being here we've been here for like 7 or 8 years now. And so, I wasn't doing diamond painting back then, but so we kind of just packed everything, and I forgot where I was going to go with that. It was something to do with my, like why, I guess part of that's like why everything's all over the place. Yeah, I guess if we're here this long, we probably should just accept it and then just get rid of everything. But I don't know, I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. And I can't even fit everything here anyway, because I can't fit all my coloring books. Excuse me. So anyway, one day it'll all get organized. With my diamond paintings, the only thing, if I ever, go soon, my poor kids, because I've taken all the sticker sheets out and I put them in the binders. So I told them, if anything happens to me, just sell my diamond paintings. Just sell them all $50 each, no matter like the size or things like that. Well, unless it's like a tiny, tiny one, of course. But I said, just, sell them for $50. Just tell them they don't come with toolkits. And, well, I got to let them know where my sticker sheets are. At least they could. But that's a lot of work, putting all those sticker sheets back in. So, but yeah, so I just told them, just sell them all for $50 if you don't want them. Maybe they could do like Macari or something like that. But anyway, I don't plan on going anywhere, but we're not promised tomorrow. Not like we talk like that all the time, but we're just joking one time. But at least they know they could sell them for $50 each if they wanted to, or they could just donate them to the thrift store and somebody will go in and find some really nice diamond paintings. Okay, so let's get on another subject. Let's get on another subject. So basically that's what I think of it. I think of it as my art collection. Okay, let's see. I'm working on H. So today, after this, so today's Friday, I'll probably have this go up like Saturday, or yeah, I'll probably have it go up on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So I gotta kind of go through, and not that I do a whole lot of editing, I still need to learn that, but getting this ready. So I have my my daughter's fiance. He's gonna be my son-in-law soon. he's going to come by. They're going to meet here, and then they're going to hang out together. So they're going to meet here, though. So he's going to probably be here before she is. So I do need to get the house a little bit tidy. I did tidy last night before I went to bed. You know, I did the dishes type stuff. But I'm going to, in the living room, I have all my boxes still, you know, the ones that we got from storage. And I kind of organized it too last night, but I need to organize a little bit more. So I'm going to do that. I really want to spend the day diamond painting. I want to get more of that glacius done, and then I need to snap a picture of it and put it on the Facebook before I think it's like 6. So I'm going to try to get it done. Actually, I'm just going to snap a picture after this, after I'm done here. Because as long as you do, I think like a 4x6 section, they're okay with that. I really wanted to finish that and be way more complete with that, way more done. And by the end of this weekend, I will have the 30. I think I already have the 30x40. Is it 30x40? I think it's like a 30x40 section they require for like the grand prize. So I think I should be good to go with that. But still, you need to, every week you need to post what you've done, and it needs to be more than what you did previously, because they said they will check, which is fine with me. So yeah, so I got enough of that done, but I want to do some more. So I'll probably just take a picture of it after this video and then submit it, just so I have that done. And then I have an email from Look, so I need to respond to that. And hopefully I could get some more diamond painting, and that's my goal today. I want to just diamond paint, because tomorrow, I don't know how much diamond paint I could get done tomorrow. I gotta look on my logbook to see how much. I haven't been getting the 2 hours every day, so some days I'm trying to get more hours to kind of make up for that. But I do want to at least, that's my goal still, is trying to reach that 2 hours, the 2-hour mark every day. So this morning I got almost an hour done. I was listening to Lizzie's World of Gems WIP and Chat, and then I think I'm going to listen to Crafty-ish Kristen. I noticed that she has another one up today, so I'll probably listen to that as well, and hopefully get at least another hour or 2 done. I'm glad I did all the dishes last night. And tonight's pizza night, so we won't be using dishes today. And for lunch, I am going to have a TV dinner. I got these Amy's organic TV dinners, and I like that they're small portions, but enough to, you know, so you're not hungry. Speaking of portions, I have been having fun with the World Cup. So I love to watch reaction videos to America from, you know, people on the other side of the pond. It's so fun. I love watching them. You know, they're so amazed, like with our gallon of milk and our free refills with coffee and sodas, and just the size of the country and how all the states are kind of little countries within one big one. And there are 2 that I watch regularly, 2 or 3. One of them's like Louis, and or Lewis is one. He's funny. I love watching his reactions. And he actually came to America. He went to he's only here for like a week, but he plans on coming back for longer. But he went to New York, and he was just amazed how you could get, you know, how yummy the pizzas are. It was just fun to watch. But because of the World Cup, there are a lot of people coming to America, and there's this one guy called Freddie, and he's just been having a ball, hopping from cities to states and eating his way through America. So it has been so fun. Even he's caught the attention of like radio stations, and I think there was even one country singer, who I don't know about. But when he got to Louisiana, there's actually a sign, you know, where it says "Welcome to Louisiana," and it had "Welcome Freddie," and so he's just having a blast. And then there's other ones. There's this one where she was saying like we need to get this ranch dressing in the UK, and it's a lot of fun watching them. When I was younger, I didn't know that, countries can be so different. So I just they just bring joy. They just bring joy to my heart to and then they're about like the American flag. They get so excited to see a yellow school bus. Even when some of the people from the UK that I watch, some of the YouTubers when they come, oh, there's a yellow school bus. So it's really neat. I enjoy watching reaction videos of coming to America, and then they're amazed at how big our Walmarts are and Costco, and why do we have like such large, like when you could buy like a big old long log like thing of hamburger meat. They're like, what do you do with so much hamburger meat? And I think their refrigerators are smaller. So you know how I think I think some of them have to like kind of go grocery shopping um, either every other day or every day. So they're just amazed at our like why are they so big? They're wondering why do we have such big like what do you do with all this whole gallon of milk and things like that. So that's just been fun. My husband has been enjoying watching them, and I've been watching reaction videos to America for a while now, probably a little over a year or so, and it doesn't get old, especially now with the World Cup. In fact, where we live, right behind us, is um, like a convenience store, and they have this. So there's these trees that are in between us and the convenience store. Then we have we have a wall, and then it's a pretty tall wall, and then we have the trees. There's a row of trees, and there's like vines on them and everything. So we're pretty. They can't. Thankfully, they can't really see us. They probably don't even know whether there's a house here, which we like. And let me just get the next color. Maybe I will do C. So it's nice because we're blocked, and we walked to the Starbucks that's not too far as well. But so there's the wall, and then there's the line of trees, and it's a nice thick area of trees, and then there's like a small field. It's not that big. It's not even really a field. um it only takes like seconds before you cross it, and then there's that convenience store. So the convenience store owns that property. That's not really a field, but I'm calling it a field. And because of the World Cup, what they have done is there's a food truck right there now, and they put some picnic tables out, and then they bring out this big screen TV, and they've been having people come and watch it. And so what I've noticed the last couple of days, they've been clearing a lot of those trees, which we love. I mean, we're glad that they're actually taking care of the trees, because we're always having to take care of the trees, even though it's not on our property. So, but they have really cut it back a lot, and so yesterday when I went outside, I was on our deck and I was looking over where that store is. I mean, normally it's just trees, but I was just kind of staring over there, and I'm like, what's different? And then all of a sudden there were like these two gentlemen, they were just like kind of staring back. So I was like, oops, when you stare, but you're not staring at someone, and all of a sudden you realize you are. So then I finished walking down the steps, but then I realized that's it. I see humans. I don't normally see humans. So they cut the trees back, I don't know, a little bit too much for me. I'm thankful that they are taking care of it, and they're, because I think sometimes there's like rats and stuff in that area because it's so dense. So they cleared all, it's not so dense anymore, but the top parts where the trees are, that we like that part nice and, I don't know what not dense, but where you can't really see across. I'm just going to check the time really quick. So, yeah, so now it's kind of You can tell that there is a house here. Before it kind of looked like you're just going off into the woods. So that's a bummer, but at least they cleared it up, and hopefully there's any critters living there. They're not living there anymore. And thankfully I don't hear them. We don't hear them here, even though we're so close to them. So yeah, they're using that little section of property. It's all grass. That's why I call it a field, but it's really not a field. It's not that big. A meadow. It's not a meadow either. But yeah, because then there's that store, and then right on the other side of the store is that there's a main street. That's why before I had my nice mic here, you could hear like all the traffic and stuff, because it's really not that far. So yeah, they've been watching the games from here, and then also we've been seeing a lot of those like buses, and we're thinking, oh, it's probably because of the World Cup, like those big buses that bus the players around and things like that. So it's been pretty neat. I haven't been watching anything though. Have you? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and speaking of comments, sometimes if you want to share what diamond painting you're working on or something, feel free to use the community tab, because I think I have it set where, and I think this is correct, that those of you who are subscribed to the channel can like post a picture and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty neat. Maybe I should make it like you need to be, like the picture needs to be approved, like when you're in Facebook. When you're in a Facebook group, sometimes they need to approve your post. So maybe I should do that just to make sure everything stays safe. But I think it's only members that can. I mean, not members, subscribers. But then again, you know, not every subscriber's diamond painter probably. If you could start doing, you know, posting in the community. I'm going to turn on my air conditioner because I'm kind of getting warm. It's on 69, but no, it doesn't feel like it. It's actually like 71 in here. I'm going to put on turbo. Hopefully it won't come through. I guess we'll see when I kind of have to play back the video. I'll check it out and see. But I'm just getting warm. I think because I was kind of cold earlier, so I'm wearing sweats, but I'm going to change once I'm done. Okay, I think that's it with this symbol. I really love this diamond painting. It's so pretty with all the colors. Oh no, you guys, I gotta cough again. I'm gonna have to pause you all. Let me go ahead and pause. Okay, I'm a little bit out of breath and everything. I decided just to go to the bathroom too while I was at it. But I took my microphone off because can you imagine if it like turned on while, you know, going potty? Because one time I was listening to this one lady, and just one moment. Okay, I'm just making sure that I unpaused it. I was listening to this one lady one time, and I guess she was like a big, what is that? Like, not Twitter, but where they go live and they play games or something like that. Switch, or I don't remember the name of the platform. But she had to go to the bathroom, so she told them she'll be right back. And she thought she had paused. She thought she paused her mic, but she didn't. And she had to go number 2. And yeah, so everybody was hearing everything. And she was mortified when she found out, which I would be as well. So, poor thing, but I guess eventually she got over it because she's still doing Twitch. Is it Twitch? I think it's Twitch is what they call it. Okay, we're doing the arrows. So thank you so much, you guys, for listening to my WIP and chats. You guys helped me get some diamond painting done, and hopefully I help you guys. I know, even if it's just playing in the background, sometimes you just need company, even though you're not listening to every single thing. But, it's nice to have someone in the background kind of hanging out with you. And that's how I feel like we're just hanging out together. So I think I'm going to be ending this one soon. Let's see, because I don't really know, have anything else to talk about. I am surprised that I have been able to get so many WIP and chats done, because they're not easy for me. So they're actually kind of hard, but you all have been so kind. So I'm just going to keep trying to continue to do WIP and chats when I can. When my son goes to work, just turn on the camera. So hopefully I'll get better at it. I need to change my putty. I feel like I need a little bit more sticky. So, and I got to get my day going. It's already, what time is it? And it's already 12, y'all. So I need to, thankfully I don't have too much to do around the house. It's not, it's a little bit cluttery just because of all the boxes, but I'm trying to arrange them. I was telling my husband we could just throw some tablecloths over them and hopefully they'll look like part of the furniture. I'm just joking. But yeah, so for the most part, I'm just going to try to diamond paint once I do like an hour of, doing some chores and things like that, whatever I need to do. And then I'll diamond paint until my daughter and her boyfriend come, and then they're going to skedaddle, and then I'll order some pizza for my husband and I, and my son that's home, although he usually sleeps and he wakes up because he works the graveyard shift. And then I'll have I just tell him the pizza's in the fridge. So yeah, that's going to be my day today. Not anything exciting, but hopefully I'll get some diamond painting in. I really want to finish at least one painting this month. I'm hoping it's Glacius, but I'm not even halfway done with that one. But I still have, like 2 weeks? 2 weeks left. So almost 2 weeks, right? I don't even know what today is. Oh, Father's Day is this weekend. Oh, it's almost, well, maybe less than 2 weeks. Yeah, I can't believe Father's Day is already here. We're going to just have a little get together. My dad's going to come. My son is going to go pick up my dad because he doesn't really like driving all this way anymore. It's an hour away, but he just drives around town now. Although, oh, I got to talk about, we're going to be going to California. So my dad is going to go with us to California, and he's going to help drive. So that'll be nice. We could just kind of drive all the way through. But maybe I'll talk about that in my next WIP and chat. So I need to write that down so I don't forget. So yeah, so for Father's Day, I think we're just going to make hamburgers. It's not going to be anything. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find another color. It's like maybe I'll do the purple, a little pin. It's like a little pin. So we're just going to have hamburgers and chips and dip, that kind of stuff. Maybe they'll watch, I don't know, one of those games or something will be on. And, so that's why I'm trying to organize the boxes so even though they're going to be in here, they'll kind of look organized. So that's kind of a bummer that I have all these boxes in here, but, it is what it is. We got to get that storage cleared out, and it's not like we have any space here to really do it other than the living room, because my son uses the garage, and my other son uses the extra bedroom. So, because we live in a two-bedroom house. So, anyway, I guess we'll end it here. So if you, number one, thank you so much for listening and hanging out with me. And if you made it all the way to the end, why don't we just go ahead and put a bunny or a rabbit or a hare or whatever one you can find on your little emoji for this little hops. This little hops, so cute. But my husband's calling, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Remember to be a sparkle in this world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.